do our own planning, which we did. We started, they hired a new RPA director, a guy named Dave Reuter, no longer with us, who asked us to take a time out. We were about 80% through, asked us to take a hiatus and to do this comprehensively as a plan. So we did. Wish we hadn't, but we did. And anyway, the process has gone interestingly. I'd like to thank Tommy Farmer, the Glasscox, and Kurt Wells, particularly in District 2. This has been a community-driven process. We've had a number of meetings on Signal Mountain, and again, I speak for Signal Mountain, and I represent Signal Mountain, they speak for themselves. But, and it's really been a great process of the people. But times have changed a little in recent, the past few months, and we really could use your support, we could use your help. We'll tell you more about that in a little bit. I'll turn it over to my colleague, Chairman Jeff Eversole.
Yeah, good evening. My name is Jeff Eversole, Chairman of the Commission, and also Commissioner of District 11, or District 10, I'm sorry. District 10. I'm the big pink elephant in the room because I'm the one that started this, as far as I'm concerned, with Plain Hamilton. Because when I was sworn in for the first time in September 22, this was my mission, was us to get a comprehensive plan that was bottoms up driven, which is community involved, community driven, and it was intended to be Uvalon. Uvalon was quickly turning into downtown Chattanooga. And so the whole goal was, you know what, we can do it better. And as we were kind of putting some things in place, then Mayor Wong, we met. He asked me not to go forward with the resolution I had, which was to terminate the RPA, terminate the RPC. And that was in October 22, sworn in September, October 22. I was ready to pull the trigger. And our whole goal was to back up. Let's instead of punting, let's revisit. Dan I was new with the RPA. At that point, Weston brought on just a few weeks later Nathan Janeway, who's the Director of Development Services, which I thought was a great move, so that we could try to put those pieces together. And then it all of a sudden blossomed into countywide Plain Hamilton. So this is where we're at. This is kind of where we're moving from. So I've got a lot of detailed stuff I can give you some information on the intention of this. Plain Hamilton is not intended to stop growth. It's to get growth under control in areas that's overdeveloped, that the infrastructure is horrible, so that we can focus in other areas and put this temporary hiatus on some things until we can get caught up financially to put investments in some of these areas and get caught up. So glad to be here. Thank you for being here. Show you care.
I'm Joe Brand. As you all heard a minute ago, this is my home. I've been in Lookout Valley since 1978. Married my high school sweetheart from here. Still here, by the way. Went to school here, grew up here, played ball here, have my business here. Go to church here. This is where we have our neighborhood association meetings every month. So, as a matter of fact, I was involved with saving this building. It used to be a city school, John A. Patton School, and the city wanted to tear it down, and a group of us got together and formed a neighborhood association before neighborhood associations were a thing. Now they're all over. But we formed that neighborhood association to save this building, and we convinced the mayor at the time that this would be a great, either to sell the property to us, a group of businessmen, and we try to figure out a way to use the property, or let the city keep it, but make it a recreation center. And it's been a very, very successful recreation center ever since. When Jeff was here several years ago to build a Walmart, they used this building as an office to get that started and get it going. So, and Jimmy Long, who's in the room, he's been here for 800 years. He's about to retire. But Jimmy runs the center and he does a great job. And I will say one thing. Judge Starnes introduced himself a while ago, but he was very he didn't like to brag on himself, so I'll brag on him a minute. 1977, he was the record free throw shot in a ball game, and he still holds that record today. That record has not been beaten. So, his picture's probably on